name is Hugo, and I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. It's really about disciple making, but I felt inspired this weekend because of the sermon that our pastor preached, and so I thought I'd start this. I'll kick this thing off with this particular commentary on what the sermon was about. We all know the story of the prodigal son, and there are many lessons that have been taught from the prodigal son, but this particular one, being Father's Day and all, was about the wisdom of the father, how the father reacted to his son when his son came along to him and wanted his inheritance and thought he knew best what to do. The father, even though knowing that the best thing to do would be to stay at home and just carry on with things as they were, was prepared to give the son his inheritance, even knowing that he would probably go and squander it, knowing that it would be a costly exercise, knowing that it's the wrong thing and a foolish thing for the son to do. The father, in his wisdom, knew that if he had forced the son to stay home, that the son would never be happy. So he stepped aside and he allowed the son to go and do whatever he wanted to do. And it took the son whatever time it took. The story doesn't actually put a time frame to it. It could have been a year, it could have been 2 years, it could have been 10, 20, 30 years. The story does not tell us. Some people take a lifetime to learn a lesson. Some people learn their lessons quickly. But whatever period it took, after that period, when the son realized the error of his ways, he returned to his father. And the father, being a wise, loving father, was just too glad to accept his son back into his household. And this is the story of a wise old man. And I just love that story. It's not that easy for us to do that. And I think our Heavenly Father sometimes just does that with us. We don't want to comply. We don't want to conform to His regulations. And we think we know better. And we think we have a better idea of what life should be. And sometimes He just lets us go. And sometimes it takes a lifetime before we realize that what we should have been doing in the first place is the right thing to do. And so I just think of all those people that are still on that journey of walking away from the Father, thinking you know the best, thinking you know what's best, and all the time knowing that the right thing to do is to be with the Father. That's the right thing. The right thing is to be with the Father, and yet thinking that we can find a better way. So, and God just allows that to happen. I know He does, because He's a good, loving Heavenly Father. Yet He stands there with open arms waiting for us to return. And so I thought I'd just kick this session off with something like this. I hope to do this on a weekly basis, maybe 1 or 2 videos per week, and keep this going. It's going to be about disciple making, about going out evangelizing, speaking to people about the gospel, trying to teach people the gospel. You know, we know that the Great Commission is going to all the world, preach the gospel to every nation, but the biggest thing is teaching them to observe whatsoever I have taught you. This is the big challenge, is to teach them to observe whatsoever I have taught you, getting that focus right. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.